Hello everyone. Let's see what is today's topic. And today's topic is about the 8 domains of cybersecurity. This cybersecurity is mainly going to help you in the positions like security analyzer, security supervisor, and so on. And here in these positions, you need to concentrate on these 8 domains. Let's see generally what is like security. When the word security comes, if we are going to understand it generally, we'll take a example of a bodyguard who is the bodyguard of a celebrity, and what he is going to do, he'll be always watching the celebrity, what the meetings he has, where he is going, what he is eating, what he is drinking, where he is sitting, and where he has to go, whether he has the meetings outside the country or inside the country. Everything is managed by his bodyguard and the managers. And all these processes in the organization are supervised by these 8 domains. Let's see what are the 8 domains and how they are going to help to the positions such as security analyzer and security supervisor. In the security, mainly we'll see for the in the organization security. If we are going to for the organization security, first we'll have the data security, and next we'll see the employees security, like how the employees authentication is done, whether it is by cards or the fingerprints. That all is going to be managed by the security purposes. Like if someone is trying to contact the outsider from your company, then to set proper VPNs, firewalls, everything to have the secure. All works are done with the different ways to keep the organization secured. When it comes to the employee security, it is considered as the physical security that is also included in these 8 domains. Data and multiple assets, digital data secure in all the security purpose for these all the assets is also included in these 8 domains. So let's start to see one by one how it is going to work. First we have security and risk management. As the name itself says that security and risk management, it is going to control the risk, it is going to manage the risk in the initial level. Like we have data protection act. In before years, the rules and the policies were and the compliance were different for data protection act, and now it is in the present year that has to be changed according to the present year, like the data protection law and the act that should be rechanged. That is just an example how the risk and the security is managed. The laws and the compliance will be changed according to the present situation and the present requirements. And second one, asset security. Asset security, we have two different types here, like the physical and the digital. Physical security, when it comes, the security is going to be provided for the persons who are entering to the organization and who is going out of the organization. The authentication must be inquired. The next one is digital asset security, like where the data related, it is related for the data encryption and the data communication from the person to the outsider or from the outsider to the organization is controlled by the asset security. The third one, security architecture and engineering. Here we'll have the optimization concept. The security architecture and engineering is like less time and the better response. It is worked with the less time and the better response. As the name itself suggests, for the security architecture and the engineering, the security architecture is for the better particular lab setup and particular firewall setups, DMS ads, and everything is constructed here in the security architecture and the engineering. The next is domain 4, that is communication and network security. The communication and the network security, the network from the organization is checked with its sequence. The communication from the organization is checked when it is going outside the organization. The information when it is coming to the organization, both are checked from the VPNs, firewalls, and the network security. This is how it works. The next is domain 5, that is identity and access management. This is also shortcut, it's called as IAM, identity and access management. In the identity and access management, we'll have the list of the employees, and we will have the authentication for the employees, whether it is through the fingerprints or the card, or and separate cabins will be there for the managers, separate cabins will be there for the CEOs in the organization, where the security is optimized only for those CEOs, those managers, and no one else can enter in the room. This is how the IAM works. The privileges are encountered for only those positions like managers and the CEOs and employees, everyone. Next, we'll move to the 6th domain, that is security assessment and testing. The security is given to the assessment, and the testing security is done here. For your system in the organization, there should be a penetration testing and the website system testing, monitoring, and the surveillance assessment testing. The test is counted for the loopholes. And this is how the domain 6, that is security assessment and testing, works for the domains of cyber security. Let's see the domain 7, cyber security, that is security operations. This security operations is maintained for the proper training purposes. When you are in positions such as security analyzer or the security supervisor, you have to train the people under you. For this purpose, this domain is the next and the last domain is software development security. In this domain, the web pages or the websites or the mobile applications which you are using for your organization has to be secured, and you should have the separate codings. If you are using the separate applications, if you have taken the applications from the other organization, if your people are using those applications, you should have a separate testing coding for that, and you need to secure those applications, web pages, or the websites. And here the safe coding is very important. And the other domains also, testing, HR, proper guides, everything is needed for the security purposes. With all these 8 domains of security, cyber security, the organization will live strong and safe. Thank you.